Good morning, everybody. Kevin here from Watches with Joe and Kevin. As a lot of people on Patreon agreed, that was a tough watch, the last episode with the attack on Dr. Melfi. It was brutal. I kind of looked away for the most part, but it didn't matter because her screaming was a lot to take. That's a hard thing to witness. Um, Kudos on performances all the way around. Um, I really, really loved where the episode went, though. To where I think everybody watching, including me, obviously, was really into the idea of her telling Tony and getting the satisfaction of us knowing or even seeing Tony completely destroy this guy. Um, yeah, I'm not gonna lie. If not just for revenge, but for the sheer fact that keeping him from ever doing it again. I think we were all on board with it. But as she pointed out in her therapy session, she could easily do that, but she completely had the power to decide. And I feel like that was a lot for her to have the power to get revenge on this monster and not do it, to decide herself not to do it without anybody telling her what, without me being able to force her to do it, for going where I wanted it to go, or Richard um, going where he wanted it to go, but for her to be able to make the decision, um, to let the guy survive what he had done. Man, to her to be able to have that power now, it kind of reminds me of Schindler's List, right? The "I pardon you" scene. Even though the guy, Ray Fiennes' character, didn't get it at all. Clearly, it just didn't get it. That she took that power. I have the power to destroy you, but I'm not going to, um, because ultimately she's the significantly better person. I'm kind of curious where we go forward with that. I still think there's a possibility that Richard himself can't live with it, as he very much expressed. Um, but he also, I mean, let's face it, just because Dr. Melfi didn't tell Tony what happened doesn't mean he can't. Since, he expressed his frustration with being powerless to do anything about it himself, but Tony is certainly not. I mean, that still lets Dr. Melfi off the hook. It would create more problems between her and Richard, probably significant permanent ones. Again, with him making that decision for her, to make himself feel better, and not it really being about her, because that's what it ultimately would be, right? It would be him taking that power away from her and making it about him, which it's clearly not. I think it's pretty safe to say that her decision to or not to tell Tony is completely hers and should stay that way. But again, if it happened, I certainly wouldn't feel bad for the guy whose life gets snuffed out. um, but it's ultimately her call, and I'm glad that she made it. All right, we should go ahead and jump into it. And then again, it might also be a storyline we never address again. It might just be a moment of empowerment for Dr. Melfi herself. I do want to go and thank all of our Patreon subscribers for being here with us, and give a special shout out to Actuarial Lurker, Balash Foldes, Chris, Derek Peterson, Jeff, Christy Goverston, MJ, Sudhagunda Varapu, Torgir Linkstad, Weird Magic, and WerePanda47. Thank you so much, guys. Really, really glad you're here with us. If you would like to see a full-length reaction to The Sopranos or anything else that we have watched or we're currently watching, please check out a link in the description of our Patreon page. On every single show, we are at least 4 episodes ahead on Patreon of where we are on YouTube. So if you watch the YouTube edits here and would like to continue, you can do it on our Patreon page. You will have to sync and watch along on your own source material. You're only going to see and hear me for copyright purposes. It's the law. Kind of curious to see where we're going with Janice as well, and her new direction to welcome God into her life, or whatever she was saying. I know that I'm sounding flippant about that, but it's not religion that I'm flippant about. It's Janice as a person. I don't. I think every life choice she's ever made has been flippant. So some time's passed because she's completely healed up. That's right. Carmelo's going to start going. Good reveal. Somebody talk.
How are you feeling from your accident?
Fine.
Oh yeah, her knee's still bruised up, so it's been a little while.
With your inability to help him?
To tell the truth, I was referring to your inability to help him.
Oh, oh my God.
She has helped me. What are you talking about?
You've been coming here for 3 years, Tony. You still pass out on a regular basis.
I think she has helped him.
Did Anthony share with you any of our insights about his last panic attack?
I told you, remember?
Meet?
We're trying to get to root causes.
Like maybe you do things, that have some effect on me.
Oh my god. So it's turned into marriage counseling.
Maybe you pass out because you're guilty over something. Maybe the fact that you stick your dick into anything with a
Oh my god.
silence, anger, and then you pass out and you blame the rest of the world.
Yeah, I love you too.
This is a great scene, by the way.
Wait, and I'm the one that doesn't communicate.
I find it very sad that we have to pay someone to teach us how to interact.
A lot of people go to marriage counseling. It's healthy. Oh, Charles, Durning?
License, registration, and insurance card, please.
No, not Charles Durning. Charles Dutton? What's his name?
I think I had dinner with your boss last week. Tony Soprano.
Would you please remove the license from the wallet?
He's got you.
Why don't you and your wife have dinner? On me. And you can tell her about it.
You offering me a bribe, sir?
Say no.
Dispatch 582, request backup.
Ah, you gotta be fucking kidding me.
You're getting a ticket, man. Shut it down.
Our tax dollars, how to work.
You were speeding, man.
I think they'd be out arresting dope dealers.
I hate that attitude. I got pulled over speeding once, and the cop's like, I pulled you over? I'm like, I was speeding. I wasn't paying attention. I'm sorry. It's my fault. And he's like, all right, you can go.
Look, why don't you just go with them?
Come on, can't you just take me?
I can't. Look, there's a car service over by the liquor store.
Oh, no.
Do it!
Get in the car!
It is, do it!
Get in the car now!
Somebody, I think he killed him.
Hey.
Oh,
Oh my god, he beat him so bad for no reason.
It's gonna be fine.
Well, look at the bright side. Wasn't that smart to begin with? Come on, it's a tense situation. A little levity, huh?
No.
just say the word. My pleasure.
Why don't you go grab us some coffee?
Yeah, you're not in this, man.
Better yet, go to the ear, nose, and throat department. Get your hearing checked.
Yeah.
Meadowlands last year, remember? Threw a hot dog vent off the second mezzanine. Too many onions, some shit.
My god. That's a menace.
Hey, it's gonna be fine.
I don't think he's going to be fine. He got brained by a golf club.
So that where I am, you may also be. This is the word of the Lord.
Well, I haven't seen the priest in a long time.
His 78 years saw him serve his family as a devoted father, his country as his...
Is that Paulie?
Though frail and extremely thin, his fighting spirit was still intact.
From Rocky. Obviously, that's not Paulie from the show.
For the poor box.
Thank you.
I'm going to check out the hearse.
Don't get lost, AJ.
These two I haven't seen together since things were really tense. She called him out.
How you doing?
I'm gonna bring the car around. Oh, I'm sorry about your uncle.
Well, actually, Febby was Carmelo's.
Okay, because I don't think I knew who Febby was.
Well, I'm just saying, because this isn't the first time.
You do whatever you gotta do.
Yeah, do something to that guy. He's a menace.
Yeah, that's right.
There's Bobby. Look, I'm sorry for your loss. Okay?
It's an interesting scene the way Junior assumed automatically that they were making fun of him because he's so insecure.
Another toothpick.
What the hell kind of way is that to talk about a sick person?
Oh, is that what I saw? The name of the episode was Another Toothpick. I didn't get it. You never forget that Janice just really sucks.
We said we'd save the Brola for a big night. Check out these numbers.
Yeah.
You know, with his change in situation. You know how he is.
But you think I want to be stuck in this prison?
But is it all right if tonight's my last night?
Yeah. I guess I'll get Charmaine to cover.
So nervous about telling you.
You should have given him 2 weeks' notice.
What's with you, all day gloomy Gus?
Sorry, it's my father.
Yeah, he's really sick.
You know I never ask you for anything. You could tell Tony I'll do it myself if he wants.
He wants. I'm still the boss of this family.
Come on, Junior. You're really not.
What is it with you and these power trips?
What the f are you talking about?
Yeah, it's not a power trip. He's in charge.
It has to be the old man, huh? There's no other way?
There's a million other ways, but this one will work.
I don't understand. So the old man has to deal with it?
Still doesn't sit right.
He's done it 1,000 times.
He's a sick old man.
Good. Give him something to live for.
Okay, I wasn't sure why it had to be him, but that makes sense.
Hey, Artie. The man who stole her away.
Oh, Marty's actually mad about this. Is Artie drunk? Is that what the problem is?
3 years. Best hostess I ever had. This piece of shit steals her away. Artie, come on, huh?
Yeah, too far.
I'm you. I hire a food taster. You don't want to with a chef, my friend.
Oh my God, stop.
Artie.
Yeah, too far.
I'm kidding, huh?
You want to try cooking with one eye? Enough! Enough!
Dude, hire another hostess.
She's his fiancée. I loved her.
Oh, God, I did not see that coming.
Artie.
How did I not see that?
Girl like eight. That's a woman. If I still had my hair. Artie, she's a young girl.
Yeah. This makes a lot more sense now. I was like, hire another hostess. That's not the issue.
Call me tomorrow. Got a business opportunity over in Newark.
Oh, Artie.
Hey, good news about the Riverfront Esplanade thing. We still on for Thursday?
Just straighten up, ticket out, okay?
It's a horrible thing getting a speeding ticket when you're speeding.
Teddy Roosevelt gave an entire speech once with a bullet lodged in his chest. Some things are a matter of duty.
I think that's actually true. Again, Junior's insecurities. He won't just say, yeah, I talked to Tony and Tony shot me down. Ah,
Are you taking the chemo? Is he giving you oxygen therapy?
everybody's a doctor.
It'll feel good being useful for a change.
This Sally's a tough kid, Bobby. What if things don't go your way?
They don't. They don't.
Well, I like his attitude, actually. Yeah. A boots on situation.
Can't you see the opportunities here?
Yes, to be a front for a mobster.
Jesus Christ already.
Oh, buddy, what are you gonna learn, huh? Be happy in thine own self.
I don't think she's wrong necessarily, but I see why he doesn't like this.
In this world or the next, I shall have my revenge.
Him a gladiator.
Hey, I'm not trying to butt in. Junior reached out, asked me to talk to you.
Oh, God.
But hey, my man Jagoots, he knows what he's doing, huh?
Glad I have your approval.
Whatever you say, Cappy.
Is he just going to be a brat, like a toddler about all this?
Me send in an old man. What's he gonna do? Gum the guy to death?
Anybody ask for your input?
No, I'm just saying.
The old man wants to do it. You have 2 jobs?
Hey, get your ticket booked. Doesn't that constitute indecent exposure?
Will you stop, man?
So you're no longer the scourge of Cedar Grove.
Nor am I eligible for overtime.
Leon, take your break at 2.
Over a ticket, Tony, that you should have just paid.
Just so you know, I didn't tell him to do any of that shit.
That's very kind of you. We're out of stock.
I was just doing his job.
I'm going to Fortuno's
When are you coming home?
when I'm done.
Still fighting over the therapy.
But it's kind of harsh, no?
Yes.
I don't know.
Believe me, it goes beyond you. The guy's depressed or something. He's all wound up. They think he might have some serious mental problems.
I mean, I'm glad Tony at least feels bad about it.
You should do yourself a favor. Quit while you're young.
You gotta die from something, Boppy.
Hey, take the shit out of here.
Yeah. So you're in hiding and on the lam because you had to beat a guy in the head for nothing.
Tell Tony it will never happen again, I swear. Or if it does, I'll at least yell 4 next time, huh? I'm sorry.
That sucks. No, 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 no. I can't believe you won that struggle. This poor guy was just.
No, Mr. Bacalao, please, please, no more!
He was just letting him stay there. I'm gonna guess you already have cancer. God, this is such an ugly world. Is he just try? Oh, I couldn't tell if he had the blood all over him still. He looked like he did. Yeah, now he's gonna wreck. Well, he didn't kill anybody else. That's all I was honestly worried about, is he's gonna kill somebody else driving.
What was the cause of death?
Who? What do you mean?
The morgue. The cause of death.
He wrecked his car.
If you do this, Artie, if you choose Tony over me,
What? What are you gonna do? Divorce me?
He doesn't care. This is so messed up.
I'm serious, Artie.
Good, it's about fucking time.
And you're not getting the kids either.
I'm gonna go talk to her. Course correct. At least a little bit.
Anthony, be a good boy, huh? Wait outside. I need to talk to your father.
I was kind of wondering why I brought him along. These are usually like illicit conversations.
I have cancer.
So this is where this is all coming from.
Had my first test the day before your mother's funeral.
That's why you've been acting so weird?
Okay, that makes a lot of sense.
First Jackie with cancer, then Febby. Old man Bacala had it, but now you'll get me help?
Well, cancer's different, though.
Is that why you didn't want the old man to make the hint? What'd you think? If he died of cancer, he was gonna take your place?
Oh my God.
You can't talk about this with anybody.
Yeah. Yeah, of course.
This explains so much of his dumb behavior.
Hello?
Uncle June's got cancer.
I should have known.
Another toothpick?
Hey, Jane. Come on, a little respect, huh?
I'm sorry, it's just what Ma used to say.
Yeah, well, Mom was the devil.
I really been coming to know Christ.
I was wondering if we were going to get back to this, if this was going to be a carry through.
What happened to Sal Bombenciero, Tom?
With his protection.
Is that what they say about everybody? I forgot about the bug down there.
But wait a second, where are you going with that lamp?
I'm taking it. The halogen Nana gave me gives me a headache.
Oh my God, they're losing their bug.
What on this place?
You only retire once.
Oh my God, Artie, stop it.
Is that an earring?
Huh?
Your ear, I never noticed before.
This? Had this for years. I don't wear it all the time.
Oh my God, he's going through like a middle-aged man divorce crisis, isn't he?
I'm glad he didn't make you cancel tonight.
You don't know about tonight. He thinks I'm with Cindy.
Oh, no, no, no. This is so embarrassing. I do not like this.
Well, what's wrong?
Charmaine and me, we're gonna try to part for a little while.
Oh my
You know
God,
what?
Artie, are you okay?
I don't want to see this crash and burn. I'm getting embarrassed for him.
Oh, you changed your mind about the marriage thing. There's always room on my staff for a bright, sexy vice president.
He's really going to shoot his shot here, and I don't want to watch it.
Marriage. Yeah. You sure you're ready?
Yeah, I'm sure.
She's been hit on a million times. Surely she's picking up on how awful these vibes are. Yeah, okay, good. Let him off easy.
Your friend the cop? He's bitching about losing his overtime. He's got some black officer squad looking into his case.
Oh, yeah?
Just give him his patrol back. He didn't do anything wrong.
You know what? Him. Cocksucker got what he deserved.
Well, so now the race thing. God. Sometimes it's easy to hate Tony. I'm really curious if we're done with Charles Dutton's story there. Tony's... Man, sometimes when his guilt manifests itself, he does not know how to appropriately deal with it. He could have helped the guy out. That whole scene with him and Meadow was just disgusting. It's an old argument. They're throwing out the statistics and everything, but the thesis of Tony's argument was so ridiculous, and it like, oh look, a black guy robbed your bike, therefore you shouldn't. associate with black people was, that's classic racism that's been around forever, really. And it's not surprising Tony's reaction. The surprise is, or I don't want to say surprise, the disappointment is that even him thinking it, he couldn't help himself and just keep his mouth shut about it. He had to like launch into it, self-righteously, which, you know, is only going to serve to cause more problems with his family. Um, you think back to when he was in Italy, to the whole like you're your own worst enemy. Everybody's their own worst enemy. Yeah, but you take it to levels, man. He cannot help being self-destructive. Um, I wonder if this is a thing they'll ever talk about in therapy, in any real way. Having Carmela go the one time, I hope it's not the only time we see her there. Really, Dr. Melfi didn't have to say much. She just had to kind of sit there and watch them tear at each other. Kind of using her to place blame. It kind of reminds me of the pet therapy that was happening in Best in Show. I don't know if you watched it. We watched it on the channel where the couple took their dog in to have therapy for the dog with a pet therapist, but it was very clear that it was the conflict between the two of them was what the real issue was. And they were, and that what they really needed to do was sit down and have therapy with each other. Clearly, there are multiple couples here that couples therapy does not seem like a really bad idea. Thinking about Artie in that terrible scene where he came on pretty hard onto Adriana. Obviously, she's not a cause; she's a symptom of Artie's dissatisfaction with his life and his wife. Going to be, he's a really successful restaurateur, and people have their dreams of whatever that they are, but his wife's not terribly wrong. There are risks to getting involved with a criminal, even if it's a legitimate enterprise, and she's right to express them. But man, these guys can't talk to each other in any constructive, helpful, healthy way. And I think that's going to blow up. And I'm kind of curious to see, because we had the whole premiere episode was really devoted to that bug getting planted in the basement. That was the season 3 premiere 4 episodes ago. So I'm kind of curious to see what the next step is, if there's another way to get another bug into the house, or if they just let it go. I feel like if they thought it was going to be a fruitful endeavor, they would just do it again somehow. Get in the house when nobody's there and, repeat. Find another thing in the basement to bug. But I guess we'll see. All right, we'll catch you next one, guys. Thank you.